So we've been covering DeFi a lot on the channel recently, and that's because it's just popping off left, right, and center. And it's great to see because I think DeFi is going to be huge for crypto, and it's obviously making a resurgence from that initial pump and then dump it had at the beginning of essentially its conception. So I think we all know Ethereum is doing very well at the moment, and Ethereum almost gave birth to DeFi, and that makes DeFi essentially do well when Ethereum does well, right? They have that kind of mutually beneficial relationship there. But that being said, there's one coin in particular, which is Uniswap, and that is what we're covering today because Uniswap is what everyone's talking about. Uniswap offer many different tokens you can't get on other exchanges, and therefore people do turn to Uniswap. It is a decentralized exchange which is much needed with the looming regulation and also the different ways that centralized exchanges can actually be hacked and also taken down. Now, Uniswap, what it offers is unique because it has an automated market maker, and we'll get into that in the video and how it does set it apart from other exchanges out there. But what is wrong with Uniswap right now is actually big and high fees, and that is something we want to tackle. And again, I'll be talking more about that later in the video. Guys, if you do enjoy today's video, please leave it a like. It really helps us out, and subscribe to the channel for more. We're about to hit 100,000 subscribers, so make sure you join the Crypto Busy community today, and make sure you turn the notification bell on as well so you don't miss a video. Guys, also check out our Patreon group. We just essentially released a brand new tier, so there's lots going on there. Check out all the benefits over there. That is patreon.com/cryptobusy. Anyway, let's get straight into the video. So, of course, today's video is about Uniswap, and today we'll be going over all of the different things about it, and what makes it so good, what makes it not so good, and why do I think it has such potential to go higher in the future. Now, first of all, this is the DeFi coins by market capitalization, so the biggest DeFi coins. And as you can see, Uniswap actually takes its place as number 4 out of the biggest DeFi projects. Now, in front of it are Chainlink, Aave, and Wrapped Bitcoin. And then just behind it, we've got Terra, SNX. Obviously, we're very bullish on SNX on this channel. And then we have its main competitor SushiSwap down there. And we've got lots of other coins. DeFi is definitely a large space right now, and it's having a much needed resurgence. So let's start off by looking at DeFi Pulse. So DeFi Pulse is essentially a website you can go to. It's defipulse.com, and you can find out everything about DeFi in terms of what is the locked liquidity, what are the assets like, different categories. You've got DEXs, for example. Obviously, Uniswap is a part of a DEX, so therefore we have Uniswap is actually number 2 behind Curve Finance in terms of DEXs based on locked USD inside of them. And then we have SushiSwap as the number 3. So Uniswap actually has a lot of utility behind it, unlike a lot of other cryptocurrencies. Therefore, that is why I think it's had such a kind of push in price. Now, we've been talking about it since it was around $3 on this channel, saying it was going to be big. And a lot of people said it was never even going to get back to say like $7 or $8, let alone almost 20. I mean, it's already hit 22 in the past, I believe. And I'm making a case today for why we could actually see up to a $100 Uniswap, if not higher, in the future. So as we can see right here, we have a lot of liquidity locked in Uniswap right now, which is a great sign because it means a lot of people are utilizing it, a lot of liquidity is coming in, therefore that utility is not going away anytime soon. Like with a lot of cryptos, there are problems, and we have to address those problems of Uniswap. And the main one right now is the fees, right? They have insanely high fees and gas fees, right? So to go on to Uniswap and actually purchase a token, it costs a lot of money just to be able to do that, not let alone how much you're actually paying. So a lot of people will actually avoid some of the best tokens because Uniswap is where they have to buy them, and therefore they're actually giving up a lot of money just to do that. Now, a lot of the time the gains make up for that, but a lot of the time they don't as well. So it is kind of finding that balance, but we do have Uniswap version 3 right around the corner. So as you can see here, there is hype mounting for Uniswap v3, and here's what to expect. Well, there is a lot we can expect from Uniswap version 3, and one of the main things is lower gas fees. So therefore you can use it without feeling like you have to sacrifice half your portfolio just to buy one coin, which is definitely much needed. We have layer 2 scaling as well, which is for Ethereum, and it will no doubt be the biggest change to Uniswap. So again, DEXs, in my opinion, are going to be huge, right? We have synthetic networks tokens, stuff like that. I think these are all going to be huge projects in the future, even more so than they already are right now, because we've got regulation looming on cryptocurrency, right? We have that regulation coming in and saying what we can and what we can't do, and that's what a lot of people are trying to get away from by being in cryptocurrency in the first place. Therefore, we need to look towards DEXs, decentralized exchanges, so that we don't have that centralized entity controlling, which coins come on, which coins do this, what coins do that, all that kind of stuff, right? There's a lot that is really happening with stuff like Uniswap, which makes it such a needed product in today's world. Right, we have more liquidity mining coming as well, so that's going to be great. We've got an improved UX to garner the great overall adoption. Platforms need to make it easier for end users. Now, a lot of people I know are scared of using Uniswap because they don't know how to. They get lost in the interface. So again, it's a little clunky right now, but it hopefully will be improved. So this is good to see. And generally, for those of you that don't know what Uniswap are, so if you have been living under a rock or if you just haven't really been in the DeFi space at all, Uniswap essentially is a decentralized exchange itself, which makes it easy for people to swap ERC20 tokens for other ERC20 tokens without the need of this centralized intermediary. Now, with a decentralized exchange, traders don't actually have to deposit their tokens on an exchange and be exposed to the security risks of a centralized exchange, right? If you have a hack, it's not going to affect, right? Because there's not that centralized entity that is being taken down or targeted. Now, users actually just need an Ethereum wallet, or for example, MetaMask or something like that, and they can literally start swapping tokens immediately. You can swap them directly without the need of this order book that you usually see. And how this actually works is it uses something called an automated market maker, or AMM, where liquidity providers deposit tokens into the smart contract, and this liquidity then actually provides a price quote to traders without relying on professional market makers, which is great, a great solution, because in these centralized exchanges, they need those market makers for liquidity. And then these liquidity providers are actually compensated in Uniswap with a 0.3% trading fee for providing the liquidity on the protocol, so there is incentive there as well. So Uniswap have really found a great solution to something that was going to be such a big problem. But this, again, needs to be counteracted with their version 3. Hopefully, version 3 brings about that lower fee, and therefore more people will come and flood to Uniswap and use it, therefore in promoting the interaction, promoting the utility, and therefore pushing the price up. Because at the end of the day here, we are also talking about the token, right? And this is where we're getting onto the token now. So the token itself, Uniswap, is around $19. It's been around $22 at its all-time high, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's about right. And its market cap is at 5.7 billion. Now that's high already, so you're probably thinking, well, Josh, if it's already at 5.7 billion, how is it going to get much higher? That's already such a high market cap. You're supposed to be bringing us low cap gens, and yes, I do. And to check out all of the other videos, we always cover lower cap projects as well, even micro cap projects sometimes. But today is almost like a safe bet as far as projects go. But you do have to remember, V3 is really going to be what takes this to the next level, right? Right now, it is a good project, has utility, has a user base. It's going to continue to do well, most likely. But V3 is what is going to push this into a top 10 and top 5 cryptocurrency. And I fully believe this could be, I'd say, a top 7 cryptocurrency without a doubt this year. And that would push it into at least, I would say, $15+ billion market cap, which is a 3x. And you're probably thinking, well, I could get 3x on a lot of coins. Yeah, you probably could. But it's probably a little bit more risky on the lower cap coins. Whereas with this, I would say a 3x is just the beginning, right? You're still going to have more liquidity coming into Uniswap. You're going to have more users signing up to Uniswap. You're going to have this, you're going to see Uniswap really outperform a lot of competitors, in my opinion. And therefore, I think Uniswap can reach that essentially $60+ target and then go and beyond, because if it was to make its way into the top 5, and again we also have to remember the whole market is growing as well. Well, if we go to the top 5, you can see the market capitalization of top 5, which is Cardano as number 5 right now, is, as you can see, 21.7 billion. Now, just to take that as a base number would already put it at around a 4x, right, which would take Uniswap to about $80 or so, maybe a bit under. And then let's say all of these coins grow as well, 3 to 5x, then that's going to be closer to 100 billion. And therefore, 100 billion is a whole different ballpark for Uniswap. At that point, that is closer to a 15 to 20x. And if it goes 20x from $20, then, of course, that's $400 price point for Uniswap. Now, again, that might be a little bit ambitious here, a little bit of ambitious thinking, but it is a potential, right? $400 Uniswap, it sounds crazy, but there is a logic behind that. Now, we're a channel that likes to kind of stay grounded as well. We don't just like to throw out random predictions without basis, but I hope I've presented a decent case as to why there's a lot going on with Uniswap. But what I would say is if you haven't already, check out Uniswap, use it yourself. This is not a sponsored video, by the way, it's all off my own accord. Check it out, use it, see if you like it. Don't spend too much on fees, avoid fees at all costs, they are profit killers, but you can get some really solid tokens on there that you can't get anywhere else right now. We cover a lot of DeFi projects that are actually only available mainly on Uniswap, so it definitely is a good place to check out. But that being said, maybe you'll actually understand then afterwards that how much potential and utility this project really has. Now, conservatively, I would like to see Uniswap definitely over kind of the $50 to $60 mark in the next 6 months. Now that is conservative. So since we've been talking about Uniswap, it's only right that we talk about a project we've been working with recently called Unicrypt, and I'll leave the link down below in the description for you guys to check them out. But it's a very, very cool project, and basically it's adding a bit more security to kind of Uniswap pre-sales, that type of thing, right? So think of it as the Uniswap of pre-sales almost, where you have these pre-sales that come onto the platform. You can see there's already $125 million locked in liquidity, and this is where you can access the pre-sales, you can get into the pre-sales, and it's very cool to see. But not only do they have the pre-sales on here, but they're actually audited by whitelisted auditors. So as you can see over here, we actually have one pre-sale that's actually been audited, and there's actually some warnings from these independent auditors. So therefore, before even getting into them, you'll know that there is some type of warning, and you'll be ready to either not invest in it or do some more research. That being said, there's also verified ones from audits that you can see, so you know you're getting into something legitimate. So that's very good, and that removes a lot of the security issues that there were before. Now on top of this, there is a fully decentralized launchpad. So like I said, think of it as the Uniswap of pre-sales, where these whitelisted auditors can do this. Now to get into these pre-sales, you want to take a look at UNCX and UNCL. Now these are the two native tokens, and essentially to get participation in the pre-sales in round 1, you need 50 UNCL over here, and you need 4 UNCX, and that's how much you need minimum to be able to do that. And both tokens have their own utility, such as passive income, upcoming staking availability, so tons of great stuff there. Furthermore, they have a potential partnership with XDAI coming up, which is going to be very, very cool to see, and I'm very excited to see what happens there. Now, where can you find UNCX? Well, you can actually find it on gate.io, and UNCL you can find on Uniswap. And finally, in terms of potential, you might be thinking, well, where can this actually go? Well, they have two main competitors, TrustSwap and PokerStarter, and these two you might have heard of before, and their market caps are 10 to 20 times bigger than Unicrypt. So Unicrypt has a lot of potential there as well. I just think it's a great project. I'm really happy to be working with them, and like I said, I'll leave the link down below to check them out, so make sure you do that. Let's go on to some technical analysis to finish off the video. So you can see here, we have the Uniswap price right now on the 4-hour chart. We have this resistance up here and this support level here. Now what I would like to see is, well, what we're most likely going to see is going back and forth in this range, and we would need a breakout to kind of come and kind of close above that 22.5 level. If we can get a close above the $22 level, then that would be really nice to see, and that would most likely push us higher. If we can see that, then we will most likely see a small retest like this, and then what we'll see is a big push up. So you might not be able to get in right now, or you can, and you can risk it, but it is really, once we hit that level, then when it starts moving, it's going to really move, and it may even move in like $5 to $10 increments, right? It may even go straight up to $30 or $40. I've looked at some Fibonacci extensions as well, and it seems that that 40 level is going to be a big one as well. So definitely check out all of these different levels and use your own analysis as well. This is not financial advice, but that being said, like I said, I would like to see a $60 level for Uniswap minimum, and at least $100 coming down to the later parts of this year. And if we can see that, then I do genuinely think and believe we'll see Uniswap as a top 7 or top 5 coin one day, and therefore we'll see huge gains for anyone holding it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, it really helps us out, and also subscribe to the channel and help us get to 100,000 subscribers. Put the notification bell on as well so you never miss a video from us. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.